Okay. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Saints here. As you can see, I brought my mommy back with me. Hello. So I wanted to have her, come on here because there's something I really wanted to discuss, and I kind of wanted to have like some old school versus new school conversation, some dialogue in this piece. Okay, we're discussing women shooting their shots. Like, okay, and then for some of you who may not be, you know, privy to what that means, it's women like approaching men and seeing what's up, you know, shooting their shots. So it's 2020, you know, it's the new millennium, and everybody is just, you know, doing what they do these days. So mommy, first of all, I want to ask you, what do you think about women shooting their shots?
You have to feel comfortable, number one, in your own skin and in the environment that you're in. And so when you make your advances or your move, then you feel and you look confident. Now, that was me post, you know, grandma, post a whole lot of things. Like in my 20s.
What do you mean post to grandma? You mean pre-grandma?
Pre!
What are you talking about?
I'm so...
Who are you shooting your shot at?
I'm so post to everything right now.
Right.
You know, but literally, you know, there's a time and a place in your life for everything, and the things that you do in your 20s, you may not want to do when you're 40 and 50. Maybe, but then maybe not. It just depends on the person. Now, when I was younger...
When you were younger, what?
Well, I mean, you know, if I felt like it was really worth it, I would.
What would be, who would be really worth it? Like, what does that mean?
Well, oh
yeah. No, not even what that means, but what does that look, what did that look like? Who was worth it? Let me know. Who would have been worth it back in the day?
First of all, I just did it for fun. I never did it like serious, like, oh, I just have to have this guy, you know?
Like there was never anybody that you felt like, you know what, I want him. No. I'm shooting my shot.
No, never.
No?
I just did it for fun. Just to see what would happen.
Okay, so what was...
I really didn't care what happened.
Right.
You know? But they really had to be like worth it. Like it's someone you just laid your eyes on.
Yeah.
And boy, you know, that's just the ultimate experience, you know? And you just want to play and have fun, you know? And if you're serious, then, and it don't work out, and that's on you. But I never was, you know, that much of a risk taker.
So you don't believe in shooting your shot?
Well, sometimes I was just silly. And I would just do it for fun.
but for someone that was like, for something serious, you was waiting for that person to...
Exactly.
That's what, and is that what you feel like is proper?
That's what I think is better.
Okay, why?
I really do. Because number one, in my experience, the ones that the women started, it tended not to go far. It just did. On the average. Now, there are there are instances where people can say I beg to differ, because I did it and I'm married, I'm this and that, I'm in love, all that other good stuff.
Because you know, I shot my shot with
well, that's on you.
That's
I told you about my experience, and then you took me serious and you just went for it.
Of course I took you serious. I was like, oh good Lord. Okay, so she told me about a story of like when, you know, she at one time was part of the military, and you were running, right?
No, we were just out hanging out with my girls. We were just walking, taking a street. We were just out walking,
right?
You know?
Right.
Yeah.
And
boy, let me go back. This is how it went though.
Yeah.
To my recollection anyway. I was walking, and for some reason, you know, back in the day, I just love me some bow-legged guys, you know. They didn't have to be
bow-legged?
Bow-legged.
Yeah.
That bow-legged guys, you know. They didn't really have to be like extremely bow-legged, but they couldn't be straight-legged, and they definitely couldn't be knock-kneed. We ain't doing that, you know.
So that's like me with like
somebody, anybody.
Well, me with like height.
Yeah, yeah.
I love tall men.
I
it's like the taller the better.
I like bow-legged.
Okay.
That was just my thing.
All right.
You didn't even have to be super, super cute in the face. As long as you worked out.
And you have and bow legs.
And you look good in them jeans. Absolutely.
Okay.
And you had to smell good. And you had to be extremely successful.
Yeah. And so you saw this gentleman. And he was running.
Just in the distance, he was walking.
Oh, girl. He was walking. I thought he was running.
No, but he was ahead of us, right? And when we got like within earshot distance, I was like, look at those legs.
Oh my God! Did he turn around?
He turned around and he was like, "Hey, how you doing?" or something.
Yeah.
Whatever we said back then, I don't remember.
Right.
But he acknowledged me, and I was like, "Whoa."
Like, ooh. Whoa. Well, and so in that moment, he thought you were shooting your shot, and so he was just responding.
Yeah.
So for me,
and I was like, that thing works.
Right. So when you told me that story, I was just like, you know what? Yeah. If mommy can boss up on these guys, I could boss up on them too. And I was in college at that time, and there was a gentleman who we actually went to middle school with.
He was a boy.
Okay, he was this boy, this guy, this young man. We were in college, anyway. So we went to middle school together though, and I didn't find him attractive in middle school, but girl, when he got to college, I was just like, young man.
I didn't raise her like that.
Young man. Yeah, this is my father's jeans that you're seeing. I had a crush on him freshman year of college, and then I think it was junior year, I finally built up the courage and I had shot my shot. I had reached out to him through Snapchat, and I was like, we should go on a date.
Okay.
And he was like, okay, let's go, you know. And so that was really cool. You know what's weird? That was literally right around the time when I got diagnosed with diabetes. So I remember he actually went with me to the store for a couple of times to get some like new groceries. I remember he had tasted one of the juice that I got, and he was like, it tastes like water. Anyway, it didn't last. But that, I mean, it's great because, well, Coco, she's gone. It's kind of hard to say because there's some people that I would not do so just because I felt like it was too risky. I was like, ooh, like could I, you know, face myself in the mirror if they shot me down? You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, so it really just depends on that. I did a survey on my I was about to say Facebook, on my Instagram this week, and I asked the guys, how do you all feel about ladies shooting their shots? And then I asked the ladies, how did they feel? The guys, they're all for it. Like all of them, they're like, yes, please, bring it in, bring it here. The ladies, it was kind of like a good amount saying they're shooting their shot, they're going for it. And then, but there are also some that was like, no, I'm waiting. Like, if you want me, make it known, come for me, right?
Well, ultimately, you know, in my time, you know, guys would be like, yeah, sure, I'm down for that. But ultimately, they like
the chase,
the hunt, the work. So, I feel like in the final analysis of it all, if you did shoot your shot and you succeeded, then you still have to give the guy the opportunity to work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just because I hollered at you, it doesn't mean that I'm going to be the chaser.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not doing none of that.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely none of it. So literally, if you as a guy want to have a relationship with me, you have to do all of the work.
Yeah.
Like, you know, preliminary.
Right.
Work. You have to do it all, because I'm not doing anything.
Right.
Because I need to make sure that what you're saying and what you're feeling lines up. Because a lot of times with people, I'm not gonna just say young men, but I say people as a whole, sometimes they have their own selfish agendas, and so on. So therefore, you know, you have to be careful as a woman when you call yourself doing, you know, that. Because I feel like when God created us, there was an order.
Right.
Where he created man, and then later afterwards he decided, you know what, I don't want men to be alone, so what I'm going to do is create, you know, companionship.
Right.
So in my experience, whenever we take that out of order, it tends to kind of be shaky. So I'm not saying that if you feel like you're interested in a person, you know, back in the day, women would say, you know what, I like him, he hangs out over here, so I'm gonna start going over there so he can see me. Now if he sees me constantly seeing me and he doesn't make a move, then I will assume that he's not interested. Now that was my generation. Because in my generation, if a guy wanted you, I don't care how ugly he was, he's coming. Yeah. He's coming after you.
And you know what?
And you can shoot him down for 6 months.
Yeah.
And he'll still try for 7 months. Yeah. Just be like, he in the bed asleep, he'd be like, you know what? I'm gonna try one more time. You know what I mean?
And you know what? I respect that. Yeah. I respect that so much, because I feel like guys nowadays, just being honest, I feel like guys these days are more passive. Like, I don't know if they've gotten scared, or if they're entitled, or if they are just, I don't want to say lazy, or you know, I don't know what it is.
Well, we raised them, and we kind of raised them kind of.
Your generation.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is y'all's fault that we're shooting shots now.
We're fathers, so now y'all are shooting shots. Right. Well, a lot of them raised them by ourselves too. Yeah. And there was not a man to guide them.
And how to do it. Yeah, that's real.
So there are a lot of factors that come into play. But even so, that's not across the board, because you find a lot of guys, like my son for example, I generally raised him predominantly alone, but he does not like women. Well, you know, I don't know what he does now, but as a teenager and whatnot, if a girl chased him, he's like, no, I don't want you.
Well, I don't think shooting your shot is necessarily chasing.
No, even if the girl approached him. Oh. You know, my thing is,
I don't want your stank butt anyway. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Get out your feelings. I'm just playing.
Yeah, so he would tell me things like, oh mama, if a girl approached me, I just can't do it. Yeah. You know. So it just depends on the person. It just depends on the
person, yeah.
It really does. Yeah. But you have to know yourself. Yeah. And you have to know, you know, what you're doing. And most of all, you got to be authentic. Because if you're trying to be somebody else, you know, it's not gonna work. Yeah. Yeah. So you have to be yourself. That's the #1 thing.
You know, if I shoot my shot, it's very simple. It's a, you know, we should go on a date. It's very simple, and you know what? It hasn't failed me thus far.
Okay. All I said was, look at those legs.
Look at that.
And I think I was thinking out loud too.
Man,
I like legs, you know. I like nice legs.
I love a nice smile.
That too, yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's a killer for me. You have that nice smile.
That too.
It's we should go on a date. Just wait.
Look at that smile.
Look at that smile. But that's just, yeah, that's our take. Old school versus new school. So old school, you are saying, you know, it's okay to throw out a compliment, you know. But ultimately, you believe it's best for the man to make the first move.
I do.
Okay.
Tell your girlfriend you like him. Let her do. No, I don't know about that because your girlfriend be the
What?
Tell your mama.
I ain't doing that either.
Why?
I look like,
Why?
Mama, no.
You know what I mean?
I'm not sending you
You know how many
nowhere.
times I went regardless? Like, ooh, my daughter says she likes you.
Yeah.
Like, very cute.
Yeah.
What's your name? And I do the interview. I do. I will. Sure will. I don't do it no more. She's older now. But when she was like a little bit younger.
Middle school, high school, I'm telling her.
Middle school.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm saying, like, I would tell you if I thought someone was cute. High school, I tell her something and here she goes, she's running off to, who told you to do that? But, you know, that's mommy dearest.
Well, that never worked. That
No,
never worked.
it didn't.
Because guys be like freaked out. Like,
Yeah.
what? Right?
Yeah. I feel like you were like more intimidating than talking to my dad.
Well, I had to be, you know. It was a put on. I was intimidating young men. Like, yeah, I had to.
Yeah.
I don't have to do it no more. You got people.
I do. I do. Well, that is that, y'all. Let us know how you feel about ladies shooting their shots. Women, are we doing it? Are we shooting our shots? Maybe not this year. This year we're, you know.
No.
Ooh, I'm sweet, you know, holding it in until 2021. However, just, you know, generally speaking, ladies.
But you know what I thought about?
What?
You guys have all this social media.
Yeah, FaceTime.
You have FaceTime. You have all these things that we didn't have. We had to go out.
Yeah.
At least go out walking. You know, we had to go. You had to be seen. You had to go where the crowd was.
Yeah.
Right now, I think, had to go, even if you had to go to church.
Yeah. I think right now we all wish we could swap places though. We wish we could go back to that time where that was an option.
Yeah.
But yeah. So y'all let us know. Ladies, are y'all shooting your shots? Are you waiting for the men to take that move? Men, do you all want women to shoot their shots? Or do y'all want to go out and do the work?
Do the work.
Let us know. Y'all have a great one. Bye.